What's up, everybody? Welcome to another build order video on this channel. Today with the clan of the Stoat. Yeah, hope you're having a great day so far and ready for a little bit of a Stoat clan build order. Yeah, we're gonna try to reach a relatively good army here, maybe surrounding 802. Get a good eco behind it and basically get on the basic Stoat build, let's say. We're gonna not go all too late game over here. Yeah, we can also later on, when we reached our max of the build, of course, greed out even a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna try to aim somewhere around 802 if possible. So yeah, we will see here. Obviously, we're gonna need to clear ourselves here again, which is definitely gonna slow down the early game here by a little bit, since usually we're gonna try to go for an instant upgrade on our food upgrade, on our food building basically, which is gonna be a little bit hard if we're gonna get out skirmishers here at the start, but we might actually be able to only get one skirmisher over here. At the first, we're gonna build a house and a wood. This tile down there, gotta watch out since we can build buildings with multiple people. We got a food tile even over there, huh? Yeah, I think we're just gonna be forced to get a sentry camp and get sentries here at the start. I'm even a little bit itching on taking the shipwreck over there because it would make things so much easier here. But yeah, we're probably just gonna try to get around. Just get the sentries here and change up the build a little bit and not go for the instant food upgrade, but go for it relatively soon here. So as soon as we build the house, we'll build the woodcutter's lodge on the same tile for now. Then we're gonna get our sentries here, clear out the food tile right next to us, and yeah, hopefully be able to quickly take it too. I think I'm gonna prefer the farm here. I generally like farms always a little bit more. Like, it's always that farmers are best in summer, hunters are basically in the middle, and fishers are best in winter. I'm usually more of a farm guy just because I feel like I need a lot of food mostly in summer. Oftentimes I'm gonna go for a lot of tiles in the winter, but this logic can completely turn around when you go for fishers. So it doesn't make a big difference if you go throughout the whole year, but yeah, it's just my personal preference over here. So we're gonna get our two sentries, run over, clear the tile. Probably just gonna try to get damage on one sentry here because we got automatic healing here. As we are a kingdom, we have subjects and not villagers, so our subjects are not gonna get any food for us or anything. They're basically just gonna get faith production for us, and yeah, basically gonna boost our faith there. Therefore, they're not gonna take any other resources. They're not consuming wood or anything. They don't need firewood or other food for that. So this is definitely an upside. But that means we have the livability system here. So we get livability on each of the tiles, which means that I could right now put 4 woodcutters into this woodcutter tile, which we're also gonna put as many as possible in right now. And then I could not put any other villagers here. So I'm also gonna build a quarry here in this tile to go for the stone, even though we're not gonna be able to go for it instantly. Here we go. Gonna build the stone mine now. We're also gonna be attacked by a wolf. That should be relatively easy here, since we can just defend it. We don't really need to switch our villagers around, but we can just do it, so we do not need to put it into the main tile right now for free healing, and we can actually make use of the villagers as much as we can. Set another vill up here for that, and as soon as this villager here is fully healed, we're gonna send him over to the foraging post. That only works in your main tile, by the way. Your subjects will only heal for free when you put them into the main tile. So first law that we're gonna go for here is, also gonna send the scout back, is landlords, giving us a free duchy upgrade, which is basically the tower of the Stoat clan. But towers work a little bit different for the Stoat clan here, since we are going to yeah, get a little bit of a bonus there. So yeah, definitely gonna help us out. I'm gonna explain it as soon as we get it up, because it is a little bit more complicated. So as first, we're gonna build a tower here. Also the first thing we're gonna do. Usually I would like to go for the upgrade of our farm here first, but we're probably not gonna be able because we're just missing the gold. The gold is the one thing missing because yeah, we got the sentries here at the start of the game. If we do not get sentries, if we do not need to clear, generally can be kind of nice if yeah, you can go for the instant food upgrade here, but we're not gonna be able to. So let's get the fort up. Then we can make a dominial fort out of it because we took the lore. Inland protection, gonna give us a free one here, which is always pretty nice. Then it would be nice if we could boost our food even more. No, let's just do it like that. Take the villager up there and we evolve it into a dominial fort. Dominial fort will now allow me to put more workers into this building. The workers are slightly less efficient, just slightly. So yeah, we basically get more workers in that tile. What also is going to happen is that these workers do not count towards our villager total anymore. So you can see right now, suddenly all the 4 farmers are not counting towards my villager max anymore. We can also get a lord. Thing is, we do not have any gold right now, since we're in a pretty bad spot when it comes to that. So yeah, we're basically gonna need to push the landlord out there as soon as possible. The thing that I am focusing on right now is getting as much food as possible so we can go for this tile and basically get our gold production up, because we're gonna end up having a dominial fort on our food production. We're gonna have a dominial fort on our gold production, which I will set down here, and later on into the game we're gonna get a church in our main tile over here. So yeah, that is what we're going to try right now. If we want to boost our food, one thing that is always a possibility is also putting a few villagers out of these tiles here and putting them into the main to just give you a little bit more efficient of yeah, just the production here. So if we are able to get this really soon, we even need to boost it a little bit more, honestly, since yeah, it's definitely quite the situation when you need to clear yourself on Stoat and you want to get the early farm upgrade. It's relatively tough. Also, when you're gonna get attacked by a wolf, then again, makes it a little bit harder even. Let's go, but we can just send both of them back into the main tile for free healing. And yeah, basically also let us go for even earlier next tile here. So yeah, that is definitely what we need right now. Having a bit of a stop here in the game, basically just to push this gold, to push this gold tile there. If you would have the instant food upgrade, like we had the stone already, we had the wood already, if you're able to get the instant food upgrade, it will help you so damn much, because you're gonna have so much more extra food to go for the tile quicker, then everything is gonna snowball a lot faster, right? We're also gonna get a little bit into the snowball here soon. But yeah, it's gonna take a bit of a while. So yeah, let's take as many villagers as possible up there. Go for it, the tile. Whoop. Here we go. Build with as many as possible so we can put them on gold. So we can get our lord. We can get everything that we need. Here we go. The next lord that we take is definitely gonna be Via Regia. Just get to upgrade our market here to just get a little bit more gold out. We also got a levy ready. This is really nice. When you have your dominial fort up, you will generate a levy, basically. I would always only, like, you can click it earlier, but you're gonna miss out on quite a bit of resources. So we got a food levy over here because we worked food on the tile with the dominial fort. And we get +4 food production and 20% resource production from specialized food production, and 4 fame on top of that. And later on into the game, we will also go for mutual effort to let our teammates also benefit by 50% of the bonus from the from our levies. So yeah, basically a support clan here. Stoat, a support clan, which can also be really strong. We're gonna go for the levy. Let's go. Our gold production is really pushing right now, and what we now need is to get one more on stone and get a little bit more wood production going. Since, yeah, our goal still is to upgrade our food building here as early as possible, even though early that word is kind of a stretch in this situation here, right? We're gonna go for Via Regia now. Get the free upgrade into a fairground. Yeah, since we would like to be able to trade stuff with the other clans if possible, and basically just it'll get a little bit of a production bonus on our merchants here. This is basically the most important thing, what we are doing it for. A little bit more wood production, because it's basically the only thing that is missing to actually get our food upgrade here. And also we can get our lord relatively soon. Yeah, let's get one more bill up there. Food is going into the minus now, but we're producing now the next levy. Hopefully it will even hit throughout the winter. That would be insane, but we will see. We can finally upgrade it. Yeah, our farmers are now gonna be more efficient. I don't know because it's winter, but yeah, we're still gonna be a little bit more efficient here. Then we can get our lord. Right click on the food building to actually go into the effect, and yeah, we're gonna get the bonus there. Over now. So, right now, we have full livability on this tile, so I cannot put any more villagers on here. What I would generally like is to get our church relatively soon. Yeah, when it comes to the military upgrades, it's actually a bit of a question here. You can get for the free upgrade, always kind of nice to just get when you want to get your archer upgrade. We're probably gonna go archers here because archers for the kingdoms are just insane. They have a huge range, so in fights it's really, really good to have kingdom archers around. If you have lings, like even trackers are not that great against kingdom archers. That's the funny thing. Like I think kingdom archers are stronger than trackers actually. But yeah, even in this situation where you feel like, okay, everybody else is doing something else, you can still go champions or fantasons, but I think usually your choice will always be trackers. Thing is, we're not gonna upgrade as many camps here. A lot of camps that we build are gonna be unupgraded. So if you feel like you want a bit of a boost here for the camp upgrade, go for legions. I'm gonna go for leadership here just to get a little bit of a bonus on our army here, especially first line of defense sounds quite good when I go for leadership here on the clan. So, yeah, let's keep generating some resources, go towards the altar, not the altar, to church here on our main tile, because what we want to try here is get Decima as the next lore. Decima means monastery, and their evolutions collect 0.25 crowns from specialized workers in there and adjacent zones. So we're gonna put it into our main tile. We have all the other tiles working here, so we're gonna get a pretty good gold bonus just by doing that. So that's gonna be quite huge. What we also want to do is build a fort in our gold tile. I'm gonna wait with that for a second because I definitely want to get the church first, but that is something to keep in mind, something that we also would want to do here relatively soon. Church goes first for me because just the production can be huge, and also we're basically starting to push our lore and getting mutual effort a little bit earlier. Mutual effort is basically making us to the support clan, so we should get that as early as possible, and Decima will help us to just reach that a little bit faster. Slowly but steadily going for the stone here. I like the basically having one stone miner and having two free woodcutters here on this tile. Usually what I do on Stoat throughout the winter, so yeah, you can also switch it up, of course, go for multiple miners, but this is oftentimes how I see how it will work on my tile. The levy is coming in right now. I'm just gonna click it, even though we have winter and it's not gonna be as efficient, especially on farmers here, but the next levy is just around the corner, so yeah, I would rather just click it the winter, even though it would give me a bigger bonus in summer. But I don't want to lose time because then I get my next levy faster, right? So yeah, something to keep in mind. Now we can get the church. Let's go. Since we have the church now, next thing would be our duchy. Keep in mind that you can only build duchy at your 120 fame threshold, let's say that. So only when you reach 120 fame, you're gonna be able to build the second duchy, and only when you reached 230 fame, you will be able to build your third duchy. So yeah, in 120 fame steps, basically, you're able to build these. Usually the second one shouldn't be a big problem. The third one can be an issue, but shouldn't really be an issue, since it's gonna take a while until we actually get it. So let's get a monk here. The monk will also Instantly start healing a little bit. Now we can build our second duchy. We also want to upgrade it, so our stone should be a little faster. So we're just gonna put a second stone miner in here. Afterwards, we can slow down on stone a little bit. Thing is, we're also gonna need wood for the upgrade here. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an issue here, but it's not too bad. It always depends where your stone actually is, right? It could also be on the food tile, it could be on the gold tile. Right now it is on the wood tile, so you always gotta adapt a little bit to the current situation. And it only costs 50, so we're gonna go for the Dominion Fort here very, very soon. We could already get the Lord, put it on the gold building, will boost our gold just a teeny tiny bit. It's already kind of nice. And yeah, here we go. We evolve into the Dominion Fort. We also have a different kind of fort, but we're gonna go for that a little bit later into the game. It's not gonna be too important right now. So, the other subjects that we have that are just running around are just gonna become monks. And here we go. We even got the next levy. Here's where we hit Decima, and you can see we just get 4.5 gold, permanent gold production just by having Decima and pushing our lore, which we want to do anyway, right? So it's really, really nice for us. There's really no downside here. Yeah, we're gonna push wood a little bit more now. Stone is not gonna be as needed anymore. You see that we never really built a second house here. We still have 7 of 12 population. Because all of these guys, yeah, we should also try to defend with our domain lords here, or with the building, of course, since they heal automatically. We can also leave the tiles as soon as we have inland protection to basically go out of our territory, and even one tile out of our territory, and move freely in our territory with our domain lords, which is actually kind of nice. Like sometimes I see people going a little bit earlier for it to help the clear clan out with their domain lord, because they basically heal for free, right? So it's basically a free tank, like a Valkyrie, a bear, or whatever. So, what we could also do is, since we have relatively strong food, we could try to trade food here, which is definitely what you would do as the Stoat clan. We're gonna trade some food over. What I would really like is also to go for the iron, since we're gonna hit grinding wheels soon. That will not require smithies to use a building slot, which is already a big bonus, and give an additional 10% bonus on the bonus that is already existing on the smithy, right? So we basically get a 25% production bonus on tiles where a smithy is. So we're gonna build it on our gold and our food tile here as soon as we can. So we will probably set these merchants here over to the mine and quickly go for that. So, going up here, since we want to hit mutual effort, so we go sharp access, grinding wheel, mutual effort. And right now, we're just gonna put all of these villagers over here and try to go for the iron as soon as possible. Even though we're gonna screw up our gold levy a little bit with that, since it's gonna become a mining levy. Can go for the food levy though. That's really, really great. And we can also think about where we want to build a tavern here. Generally, tavern in the main tile could be an option. Upgrade to a hostelry. Get a bonus through that. We're basically just waiting for the next ville. I can also build it with a monk here, even though it's gonna slow down my lore just a teeny tiny bit. But yeah, having a bit of happiness here would be great. So let's build the tavern here in the main tile. We can get prosperity just as much as the lion clan. So getting 8 happiness or 8 livability on each of the tiles would be huge. We can get that by building a tavern on it. We can get that by upgrading houses. I don't think we get it by upgrading building camps on it. So that is different to lion clan. You cannot build a camp on a tile and get livability for it. You will do it with hostelry, for example. We get 1 extra, and now we can get some bonus happiness here, quite huge. Getting us more villagers, basically good for all of the clans. We will have a little bit less monks working here on the tile, but that doesn't matter all too much because Decima goes into effect anyway. Let's click that, and basically start building the smithies all around. Would like to do that as soon as possible. The stone is also gone soon, so therefore our wood is gonna be a little bit faster soon. That would be kind of nice. And the iron is also soon gone, so we can get a lot more gold production. Thinking about if I could actually upgrade the zones here by developing the zones, because we're gonna have a lot of gold as soon as our gold production is rolling. As it should. Right now, we're also getting a little bit of a gold bonus here, just by having the levy going. That is basically gold and iron. It's hard to explain right now. Usually you will only get one of the levies here, so only one levy bonus, which would usually be gold on this tile. But since we were mining here after we took gold, yeah, it mixed up a little bit. Like I said, in most situations that won't really happen, only when you want to, yeah, basically upgrade that. So, merchants are going hard. Gonna get a lot of gold right now. So at this point, we could also develop this tile, get prosperity on it. Should be kind of nice. And yeah, smithy is also gonna go up in a second here. In a second, we can also upgrade the food tile, also get prosperity on it, which would be kind of good. Get the levy. Get grinding wheel here to get a bigger bonus from our smithy. So this is the moment where we basically start steamrolling here, at least a tiny bit. So gold is doing relatively good. I would like to have even more gold production, also more food production if possible. Let's get that going. Yes, we have all of them in there already. So yeah, just put one villager up there. Then develop the zone and put one extra farmer in there. So we also got the prosperity there. Here we go. So, do I put the woodcutter over there? I'm just gonna put the stone miner into the food tile. The one thing that I want to boost right now is just having enough food so we can actually keep trading. The longer we trade, the better the relation will get. We're already at 59%, so we're really, really close to get trading partners here. And at this moment, my production is gonna get so much better, like with trading. Right now, I get 12.8 gold from trading 16 gold away, since we just got trading partners. Usually, I would only get 8. So, yeah, pretty good gold bonus here, getting plus 23 at this moment. And we can even levy on top of that, and it's a plus 32. So the gold production is crazy for the clan, if you can make it work. Yeah, oh, yeah, set the domain lord back into the actual building. Should even give me a little bit better production here. And at this point, we're basically just aiming on getting the next duchy. That will be 300 fame, actually. I lied a little bit when it came to the fame threshold, so it should be 150 steps, actually. So yeah, we're gonna need a little bit of happiness here. Or rather, we're gonna need a little bit of fame here. We can do that by upgrading this here to an archery camp. That will already help us. We're gonna ask our teammate if he's gonna be as nice enough to give us the tile there, which he will probably be. We could also try to just get a chief out, clear out the foxes, go for the fox tile. That should be a little bit easier, actually. Such that where the idea came to me in winter. A little bit late, maybe, but it's all right. Go for the foxes now. Here we go. In summer, we obviously do a lot more damage, so that would have been a bit easier here. But we got free healing. Not really free healing, but we got the monastery up. We got healing, so it should be fine if we just go for it and we get a little bit of fame. That would be great. So as soon as we got the tile, not quite on 500 fame, I think. Not quite on 300 fame, sorry, not 500. Oh, I pressed E. This one over. Didn't want to do that. Not quite there yet, but we're close. One up there, and yeah, get one more woodcutter. But now we are there, and also getting mutual effort. At this point, you could go for Vow of Poverty or Vow of Obedience. I usually like Vow of Obedience quite a bit, especially if you didn't get prosperity on your tiles yet. Really depends on what you want to do. I'm personally right now, yeah, probably just gonna go for Vow of Obedience here. Vow of Poverty is just like giving you resources when you really need them. I think at this point, oh yeah, I still need my unit upgrade. So yeah, when I want my unit upgrade, I should probably go for Vow of Poverty here. Then we're gonna do that. Like only if you're missing something, you should go for Poverty. Otherwise, Obedience should always be better because it's a general eco upgrade, right? But we're gonna go for Poverty here, so we actually get our Archer upgrade. We get our gold bonus going. And at this point, we're gonna build our next fort because we have over 300 fame going for us. The food is going low right now, but we gotta keep in mind we're also trading away a bunch of it, so it's not too bad. We could also just change the trade for wood for a second. We even have a good relation now to the other teammate. I think they're also trading us or something, or is this just the levies? The levies should also give us a bit of a, yeah, 0.8 0.8 relation for sharing a levy here. That is actually insanely big. That's insanely big. So, next law that we're gonna take is inland protection. So we don't even really need to finish this fort here. We can basically just wait until we get inland protection and we can upgrade it for free. Stone is now gone. Very good. Here we go. And yeah, since we could just do that, we could probably just do it on food. So the gold is just keeping running. And we just go for... I personally like Fury on archers now. I don't think Halberg is really the thing that you're gonna do anymore. And Obstruction... Pooh, that is the slow. Hasn't really worked for me personally ever, really. But, yeah, I think Halberg could be something, especially when you go for Champions of Fantasins, it can be good. Otherwise, it will be Fury for me when I go for a full Archer army. So, get the upgrade right now, and we can just instantly put all of them back onto food. Actually build the upgrade, and we can change our trade to gold again. So, the next lore is not too far away anymore. There's a clear reason why we built the fort up there. One thing that we're also gonna need is the chapel upgrade. That should be relatively easy. We're gonna go for the citadel here to increase our war camps even more. As soon as you reach 500 fame, you can do 2 levies, by the way. I don't know if you're gonna reach that spot because we are really straightforward here. I want to show you how you can get to my personally, like in my opinion, I think this is one of the strongest points of the Stoat clan, where it can attack in the earliest point. You can also go a lot later, of course. Oh, fuck. Okay. Definitely need a house too. Can build it somewhere up there. Doesn't really matter. Now we can upgrade this to a free defensive fort. And since we have a free defensive fort now, we can spam the same camp on it. And we're gonna spam sentry camps. We're not even gonna upgrade them. So yeah, we're gonna spam them surrounding the tile. Thing is, the defensive fort will also generate an upgrade. We can get a warlord here. Warlord, by the way, can run around and even leave the territory here. So warlord also kind of nice to have, definitely to defend. We even gonna develop the tile here to build a 4th one on it, because all of these will make our upgrade stronger and yeah, generate a little bit quicker. So the levy of this of the defensive fort will basically generate an army bonus that you can activate as a levy. This bonus for sentries is an HP bonus. So having an HP bonus on your archers can of course be huge. So this is what we're gonna try to do. Get as many of these camps going here on the tile up there as we can, and then just get a big batch of archers that when we actually activate the levy will give us a huge HP bonus here. Doesn't mean that we're gonna instantly have it when we fight the first fight, but it would of course be the dream. Depends always when your opponents attack you, but even if they attack you before your levy is completely done, you will still get a pretty good upgrade by doing it, since you can still later on go for it. I can see it slowly but steadily. Here we go. Okay, building a bunch of camps here. Takes a long time to build sentry camps in comparison to normal army camps on other clans, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. So, could also send one of the Wills to become a monk here, but I think we're just gonna speed up our building so our bonus comes even faster. Very good. And with that, that's actually it already. At this point, we're basically just waiting. You can see our gold production. Very good. Very potent. You could also have more of the monks go for happiness right now to just generate more villagers. Also very helpful, of course. And basically, you could also think about maybe upgrading the house here, giving one extra livability. And that means you can then have more gold production. You can do the same thing on the food tile. Basically, try to get more livability on these tiles there. You could think about upgrading the monastery to an abbey. 100% possible. Just get some extra stone, go for it, and yeah, do that. But we're gonna keep it very much straightforward here. This lore here is kind of funny because I want military strategy. Feeling safe can be nice for some extra happiness, of course. And yeah, basically, most important one here is military strategy. We have Marches of Brittany here. Sentries can enter enemy territory and receive a weapon upgrade. That's already pretty good, right? You can actually use the sentries. Like subjects, they don't consume resources until winter. Pretty huge, right? And your first sentries don't count in your warband. Hey, yeah, in the end, kind of a worthless lore because we don't want to fight with sentries. Sentries are kind of bad. The other lore is civilian units in the zone under the protection of a lore gain 20% defense. Something I don't really like, but honestly, is most of the times always going to be better than Marches of Brittany because we're just not going to get sentries. So for me, it's Missy Dominici. Yeah, keep it down in the comments. Maybe you like the other lore a lot more. Maybe you enjoy having sentries around. Sentries for me are basically just the sentry camps I put here to generate my health bonus for my army later on into the game. Yeah, would be nice to know if some people actually think different about that. Because see, we have 18 warband already, so at this point we could basically just get a bunch of people. Keep in mind that we, if we pull our gold production here, we're probably just gonna get housed. Oftentimes, since yeah, all these villagers are then gonna turn back into villagers and count towards our population again. So yeah, that's gonna make quite a difference here. But you can see, here we go. Don't even need all the domain lords. They can definitely stay where they are and help there. But with all the other units, we can now go up there. Start fighting. We have 14 archers here in mid of 82, which is generally good. You gotta keep in mind we had a relatively slow start here because we cleared ourselves. So for that, I think this is definitely quite a good army here. Relatively good. The warlord heals for free, so if I would go for the kobolds right now, I would definitely try to just get all the damage on the warlord. Was a little bit badly microed. Could have definitely not lost it there, but you get the gist, right? You can basically go in and yeah, take the bonus up there. Yeah, Stoat clan, quite insane. What is also quite insane about the Stoat clan is the recoverability. Can show you that real quick because I think this is one of the strongest things around. Obviously, we could also go for the levy here to get a lot more bonus on our archers here, but I'm actually gonna try to lose them now. But maybe you can see this is not the full bonus, right? It will get a lot stronger later on. But as we click it right now, we get extra HP on our archers, and they're actually on 58 HP right now. Just kind of huge. I think it's insane, man. These archers, even without any micro, will they be able to just kill the giants? Yeah, we get a lot of damage here. I actually just wanted to lose them. But holy moly, archers are really good. Archers are really good in my opinion. So, there's other ways. There's other ways. Just gonna send them into the middle. Pretty sure the Valkyries will destroy them. Yep. There we go. Oh no, we lost our army in the front. What are we gonna do now? Easy peasy. Just put all the villagers that you can into the into our happiness. Happiness will be pretty fast for the clan. Here we go. So villagers will produce relatively quickly. And then put a bunch of villagers back onto gold, of course. Our food is already relatively good. Oh, we can now have 2 levies at the same time since we reached 500 because we killed the giant. You can even put a few people out of food when you feel like you have enough of it and put it over on gold. Because gold obviously is right now the most important thing to boost our production back to where we were. So definitely try to get as many as possible on gold, and then afterwards you focus on food basically. Also happiness, of course, to just pump more villagers back into your eco because we lost so many. Oh my, this is a good moment for my domain lords to come over and do something for their money. Gonna be a lot of kobolds here. That's definitely a downside. That's definitely not too great. Having all these kobolds attack me because these domain lords are not gonna do a lot of damage. I don't know if I will be able to save it. But we're really gonna try. We are going to try. Oh, they might just straight up take it down. They might just straight up take it down. Not that many left, though. There's not that many left. Boost my gold. We're still trying to come back here. Oh, this is gonna be so damn close. But we're barely gonna be able to save it. Holy moly. Yeah. Pretty good. Get one villager back onto the farm. Maybe even one of the happiness vills, even though we're still pumping villagers here. But look at the amount of villagers we're just getting back here. It's so fast. Our gold production is also going hard again. So if our opponents are not instantly attacking us here, our comeback potential is huge, man. It's just so huge. Like, I love it. Like, on Stoat, even if you lose an army, you can be back so quickly into the game and, yeah, they do big damage again. So, big fan of that. One of the strongest clans when it comes to coming back into the game. Gotta keep in mind, throughout all of that... Holy moly. We're getting absolutely railed here. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Well, hope you got the gist here. Just wanted to show you how the comeback is. A little bit of a downside that we get permanently attacked by foxes here and kobolds and whatever the map can find, but it's not too bad. I hope you get the idea. We're pumping a big amount of gold again. We have a lot of happiness. We get the villagers back. If we run out of food here, we can obviously just change the trade over to getting some of that. I don't know why I would have any gemstone here. Getting some gemstones from the dwarven. We could also just trade the gemstone over to the other people. But yeah, really depends on what we're gonna do here. Are we actually able to save that thing again? And it's again so damn close. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you can also see the defensive forts and your domain laws can save you from quite some stuff, right? Holy moly, I think nothing worse could have happened here in the last 2 minutes. And yeah, working out pretty well. And yeah, there comes the attack for the opponent. We just do what we do best. We get a bunch of vills into archers, and we could fight again. I think it's just insane how the clan can do this here. Let's push gold again. And here we go. We're right back. We have 10 archers and we can fight again. Yeah, I just think it's insane. Stoat clan, one of the greatest comeback clans. And also keep in mind that it's only 802, right? We're not in full 803 build here. It can get even stronger with an abbey and everything on top. Definitely, I think, one of the strongest support clans around right now. Very straightforward. And yeah, really like the kingdom archers here. Just look at that range. Just look at that range. It doesn't matter. We shoot arrows over the whole map here. Yeah. That's gonna be it. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope, yeah, you could learn something about the Stoat clan here. Keep in mind that, yeah, when you get cleared, everything can also go a little bit faster and stronger, which I think is even crazy since we're 14 archers here in 802. I don't think we were doing all too bad, but you could definitely also pop in 801 and stuff like that, which is pretty insane. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. If you did so, might want to consider to leave a like down below the video because it really helps out. Thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, have a great rest of the day and maybe see you back on the next one. Bye bye.